I know this video is super late, but I just want to say I love and appreciate you guys so much for understanding that I'm just a little guy, and little guys like me just get ACLs torn. Luckily, my manager here was able to put everything in the right order. Samurai Western. A game starring Gojiro the Lone Samurai, on a quest through the Wild West to find his long-lost brother. Now on paper that sounds simple, but I can assure you there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. The samurai, that is. So with that being said, let's begin.
So it was that I set out on a great journey, prepared to give my life to do my duty.
So we blow into town like a prairie breeze, where the local outlaws are looking for trouble.
I don't think he's from around here.
Threatening violence due to my foreign status.
I'm gonna fill you full of lead.
But little did they know,
This breeze would soon turn into a storm.
And before we get into the tumbleweeds, let's go over the gameplay. The combat is very simple, starting off with the old dodge and slash technique, then expanding into an expansion of tactical tactics. I'm talking about projectile deflections. Grabbing the enemy and taking them for a little ride. I did this once. And most importantly, the ultimate master mode.
What are you kidding?
And all of this goes towards Gojiro's progression, where after every level you unlock base stat upgrades, weapons with unique stats, abilities, and animations, along with fabulous accessories that also have their own attributes. And a cat at my feet. You'll see these items in play as the video goes on. But aside from that, what is the purpose of all this violence? I'd be willing to wager it's to find this man. Who is he? Where is he? What role does he play in this epic journey? So after setting my sights on the target, I head right for the old saloon, looking for information on the wanted man.
Just a minute there.
When this slick fella Ralph comes in saying, "Don't go asking about that varmint if you value your life."
After all, this is Goldberg's town.
Goldberg, eh? Is that the man? No, Goldberg is the town leader, and not the man I am currently hunting.
Well, what do you plan to do with him if you find him, stranger?
He will taste the steel of my sword.
Ooh-wee.
Anyways, the bartender says, "Why don't you just move on? We're not looking for any trouble." But it appears trouble is looking for us, in the form of an evil Frenchman, Jean.
You are quite a handsome man.
He's not too happy about me poking around in his business, so I must be killed. By his henchmen, not him. All hell broke loose in the saloon, and I was slicing through enemies like ham on Easter Sunday. In the way they were hunting me, I could have sworn I was a colorful egg. Oh, but it was them who were the rotten eggs in my Easter casket. That kind of sucked. French guy, it looks like you've underestimated me.
It looks like I underestimated you.
Yeah, I just said that.
We shall meet again.
Afterwards, I hit the dusty trail,
Hey, stranger.
where Ralph tells me, "Hey, if you're looking for someone, you might want to go check out the ghost town."
Is he there?
Well, no, but if you want to find out what kind of man Goldberg really is, you should check out the ghost town.
That has nothing to do with me.
Don't be so sure.
Now, I don't care about Goldberg, but he does attract the baddest hombres I'd ever want to meet.
Maybe your man's there too.
But not so fast. There's some bad hombres that want to meet me.
Hey.
Now let's not get too ahead of ourselves, because that was just the appetizer, and now I'm ready for some French cuisine.
Come on, samurai boy.
Chicken Parmesan. That's Italian. Regardless, I gotta watch out for his high-powered Gatling gun. That thing's got more bullets than a PowerPoint presentation. Luckily for me, the more bullets there are, the faster I can zip around them. You know, for a moment, I thought I was fighting a suitcase. Sadly, his luggage included plot armor.
We shall meet again, samurai boy.
Although it did allow us to take a peek at some other bad guys.
A samurai, huh?
It's Goldberg and the mysterious Ratto,
You think you can beat him, Ratto?
aka the fastest gun in the West. He can shoot children made of glass from about 40 yards out. Is that the man I'm looking for? I don't know. But we should get to that ghost town,
Welcome to the ghost town.
where Ralph says it used to be a happy little town, up until Goldberg kidnapped all the adults to work as slaves in his mine. And in my opinion, that's not very nice of him, because now the children have no one left to protect them.
You look lonely, señorita.
Besides their leader, Anne, who has no one left to protect her.
You're gonna help her?
Yes.
Wow, so many deflections. For a moment, I thought I was playing My Ex-Girlfriend Western. And with my Demon Eye ability, I could freeze the enemy in place, which was kinda cool, I guess. Couldn't reach this guy, but I could move very fast and low to the ground. And that's pretty much it. Oh, explosive barrel alert. And after tearing through the outlaws like my ACL and meniscus, the children thank me for my efforts. But why would I help them?
It was my duty. Anything less is cowardice.
That's when Jean the Frenchman rolls in with an invitation to Goldberg's manor. Apparently, Goldberg thinks my combat expertise can be a huge help to him.
Will there be many more outlaws like you there?
Yes.
I'll go.
I have decided to give you the chance to enter my utopia.
So we cut right to Goldberg's office, where I tell him I'm looking for Rando.
Rando. Never heard of him.
Well, wait till you hear about Sonic the Hedgehog. Puss.
If he's not here, I have no business with you.
That was a waste of time.
Only thing is, no one leaves without Goldberg's approval.
Take care of him.
Easy, man. What are you gonna do, sweep me into a dustpan? Now to escape this predicament, I'll first have to take out his henchmen. As well as these big monkeys that exist. Is that a holstered banana? Leaving me with one final obstacle, Jean, the French guy. Now with a brand new melee bashing ability. That thing swept me off my feet like a lover's kiss. What makes this even harder are these super tanky fellas hitting me from long distance. I spent a lot of time dying until I discovered an elite strategy. Lure Jean upstairs where no one else could follow him, and finish him off, 1v1. But once again, it wasn't enough to kill him.
I seem to be coming down with a cold.
That's right, I laced my blade with coronavirus. But by the looks of this cinematic angle, I am not off the hook yet. But what's this? It's Ralph, my protective eye in the sky, causing an all-out courtyard brawl. And once that's over with, I head out without even acknowledging Ralph's existence. But he ends up catching up with me anyway, leading the charge into Sheriff Donald's town.
Prepare yourself, criminal. With the help of the good people of this town, I will defeat you.
Good people, I think he's a bit mistaken.
These jackals are all bounty hunters working for Goldberg.
Step aside, Ralph. I only fight criminals.
In a perfect world, I'd be fighting alongside Sheriff Donald. But for now, we have to viciously murder all of his good guys. And this shouldn't be much of a problem now that I've equipped the Shibuki dual-wield swords with an ultimate ability of invincibility. Health is only lost when I swing, like catching syphilis at an orgy. That joke wasn't anecdotal, but you know, STDs, they're funny. Alright, I'm gone. Oria. Now with the good guys dead, it's time for the big boss.
Here I come, samurai boy.
Now Donald has some mighty tricks up his sleeve. He can roll, he can shoot a heavy bullet, he can run away at top speed, only vulnerable when fanning his revolver. Even then, he can still roll me. For a second, I thought I was OG Kush. I had to cut out nearly 30 minutes of losing footage, but after studying the data, I succeeded gracefully. I felt bad beating him, but I had no other choice.
I can't lose. I'm one of the good guys.
So in the end, he was sad, telling us,
Rado said that the samurai was a bad man. I'm sure of it.
Rado? That sounds a lot like Rando, my brother. And apparently he's over there in that saloon.
This Rado just might be the man you're looking for.
By golly, it really is him.
兄者覚悟
少しはできるようになった。
And he's given up the way of the samurai for gunslinging, and knows it's my destiny to kill him.
He must kill me
Why?
to satisfy his samurai pride.
Just not yet. So in comes one of his lackeys, Faceless.
Kill, kill, kill.
I have no idea what this thing even is. But regardless, what kind of skills does he possess? Well, it appears he's a quick little guy, with HP higher than me when I grabbed that rebound and tore my ACL on impact. Unfortunately for him, he also fires a barrage of bullets, allowing me to zip around like a zipper once again, but this time for a coat on a winter's day. And just when I'm about to not kill him, Anne runs in saying little Joey needs my help.
He said he was gonna help everyone, and he went.
Let's go save him.
Hold on just a minute there, partner. This ain't no place for kids.
What happened, Donald?
You see, Joey went off to the mines to rescue his enslaved parents, all due to the evil work of Goldberg. So it is now up to me to infiltrate the mine and save the others. Which is crazy because just recently I've been reading a lot about other YouTubers looking for miners. I wonder if it was in the same context. So after creating gore and collecting ore, I run into the mining bosses.
Look at that, Nathan. Seems like another worker ant.
Nathan and Killer, who look like if Thing 1 and Thing 2 stole the cat's hat, and then turned the cat in the hat into a hat.
You'll never make it out of here alive.
These names remind me of when I eat a tasty hot dog. I say, wow, that's a Killer Nathan. Once I ate 13 hot dogs by the campfire and threw up shortly after. Kinda like how I feel right now, chasing these little fools around. So like my cat touching my legs right now as I speak, I was gonna have to get a little hairy. After that successful journey of not finding any survivors, it appears Ralph has found the evidence needed to make the next move on Goldberg.
Now we can make our move.
Is he a detective? But hold it right there, partner. While we were out doing our thing, Goldberg and his faceless creatures tied up all the kids and put explosives next to him. And to be completely honest with you, I don't think he has good intentions. So me and my heroic team show up to save the children.
You gotta do something about those bombs.
I'll take care of this.
Going on a journey through the entire town of Ghost Town, chopping up bad guys and untying children from bundles of TNT. My way of saving the kids was a bit risky, but they have video game kid armor, so even though it looks like I sliced them in half, nothing happened. Small nitpick, I don't even care. And once they've been freed and the enemies concede, the Faceless appears on the rooftop to finally kill me.
Kill enemy. Kill.
I still don't know what this thing even is, but I know how to beat it. But this time he brought backup, and by the looks of this setting, I'm in grave danger. Not really, he still fires the same amount of bullets, allowing me to zip around like a zipper once again, but this time for a body bag that I'll soon be inside of. Pain good, death fun, death, is what he said to me.
Help us!
But oh no, we're too late. Anne's gonna explode. JK, Rado saved the day from long distance.
刀で銃には勝てんよ。
Not to be heroic, but to prove that a sword will never beat a gun.
兄者
You've gone too far, Goldberg. I swear I will bring you to justice.
It was at that moment that I knew I had to get Goldberg.
But not today, because Samurai Sheriff Donald was captured and sentenced to hang.
Even a fool like you should know not to go up against us alone.
He's not alone.
More like hang with his buddies after I save him.
samurai boy?
With my favorite character safe and secure, Jean comes in and says, "This ends now, but not yet," and invites me out to the wilderness alone for a desperate duel to the death.
What could be beautiful?
My cat is under the Murphy? Murphy, get out of there.
刀で銃には勝てんよ。
I see you came along just as I asked, samurai boy.
And it appears he meant him and his entire organization in a duel against just me. What a coward.
Please don't think me a coward.
He must be punished for lying to me.
Let the party begin.
It's finally time to dip this French bread into some olive oil and balsamic vinegar. French bread isn't Italian bread, but bravo, you can dip the bread in the stuff. I don't know, Olive Garden. He was fully powered up the third time around, but my dual-wield invincibility allowed me to get up in there and just fucking shred him up. And as he dies gruesomely, he says something that touches my heart.
Samurai.
How beautiful.
Oh, there you are.
That's when the bartender pops in saying, "Rado wants to meet you at the saloon."
I don't ever understand, man.
Mamma mia! Those are some spicy meatballs.
一杯やるか、ゴジロ。
Now back at the old saloon, my brother invites me to a glass of whiskey. Gojiro won't have any, but I will. Anyways, he then talks about that fateful day in Japan, when he lost the fight against Goldberg. That's when he knew he couldn't fight against the new age with merely a sword.
押し寄せる時代の波を切ることなどできんと。
それは違うぞ、兄者。
But no, Rando. It's not your sword you fight with, it's the strength in a man's heart that gives him his true power. But he doesn't really care about that. That's when his faceless minions come in for a face-off. In the meantime, Rando will be waiting for me at Goldberg's fortress. Sounds good to me. Time for another fight montage.
Kill, kill, kill.
Fight!
Knockout! So off to the fortress I go, passing through the withering wilderness, where Goldberg's maniacal men bring out a wall of dangerous defense. But little did they know, I was about to dismember them in a vicious manner.
いざ行こう。 我が剣の前に。
Wait a minute. Why are their pistols all in the same position? I don't know, but we've got a Goldberg fortress to get to.
That idiot. He's gone to attack Goldberg's fortress all by himself.
And through a bit of storytelling, Ralph is revealed to be an undercover colonel, like when you eat a bowl of popcorn in bed. But yeah, he was given orders from the president to stop Goldberg.
Just try not to get yourself killed, samurai.
Although Gojiro isn't aware of this, so it's still a solo mission.
一瞬の躊躇なく先駆けるか。
So we arrive at the fortress entrance, where my cowardly brother hides behind his minions. Despicable. Me. But forget these guys. I'm skipping straight to the chunky dudes.
Now you die.
もはや言葉は無用。行くぞ、ゴジロ。
Finally, Rando.
兄者
It's time to prove that what you said to me earlier is not correct.
刀で銃には勝てんよ。
But I gotta be careful. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve. You would expect a silly rabbit to show up. On a real note, his dual-wield pistol work is phenomenal, but his heart, not so much. art that soon reveals itself through death. Saying he's proud of what I've become, and that he lost his soul the day Goldberg took his sword. So as a final wish, he wants me to reclaim his sword and free his metaphorical soul. That's when my friends show up with great news. The whole town has risen up against Goldberg, and it's up to me to finish him off for good.
Please, be careful.
Let's get him.
I've come for the sword that houses my brother's spirit.
Ridiculous. It's only a sword.
This guy and his nipples thinks he can talk trash on my brother?
He was nothing more than a backward barbarian after all.
I won't allow you to talk like that about my brother, or about the samurai.
What do you have to say about that, you giant bastard?
I'll show you that a sword can never beat a gun.
Oh no! Now Goldberg isn't a boss to be reckoned with. He's got so many gadgets, I wouldn't be surprised if he was an inspector. And to make things worse, his henchmen are somehow balancing on the sword racks. On top of that, Goldberg has health potions.
Wait a minute. Is he drinking gamer sups? He must have used code EvanH2 at checkout for 10% off his order.
And the only way to stop him from healing is to always be fighting him, and it was hard to always be fighting him. This may have been a skill issue, but that doesn't matter, because I got lucky and killed him. I've done it. I can now reclaim my brother's sword and save his metaphorical soul. But not so fast. Goldberg's fortress is somehow self-destructing.
You will die along with my utopia, samurai!
And my survival is a big mystery. What even happened next? Meanwhile, the town has been restored to a safe haven for all. The children are all playing samurai, the colonel is at ease, doing colonel stuff, the bartender got the bar back in business, and my good friend Donald is moving to Japan to train as a samurai.
I'm gonna be the strongest, most valiant samurai ever.
But in the end, all is good. The end.
I'm sure you're somewhere fighting to help people in trouble. One lone samurai.
I wore a hat, I wore some glasses, I wore a mask, smooth as molasses. I chopped up bunch of guys, big monkeys, little guys that are chunky. They had bombs and TNT, they were going after me. They were going after me. They were going after. Oh, oh. My leg hurts so freaking bad.
And that's the video. This is a change of scenery because I've been gone for 2 months, and 2 months is outrageous, okay? So, a little longer of an outro, average watch time, thrown out the window, don't care. More about the injury. There's some evidence in my older videos, really cool. Oh, that hurts, oh my god. As you can see, I'm wearing a knee brace because the other day when I was playing basketball, I tore my ACL and just kept trying to walk it off and do like squats and stuff. But I lived with it for 3 years, and then my meniscus tore at a wedding while I was dancing. So then my leg and the top of my foot went numb, so I was like, all right, I'm going to the emergency room, and boom, after a bunch of appointments, I got surgery. Also, what I find funny is my Cars video is in the algorithm right now. Although it's a Breaking Bad reference video, it kind of restores my faith in the like Disney movie games, because I want to play all of them. Also, Silent Hill is getting views, so Silent Hill 3, Halloween's coming. Silent Hill 3 might have to be the next video. With that being said, if you made it this far and you're still here, thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you. And whatever I say at the end of the video, I'll see you in the next one. Also, good news, didn't get addicted to opioids. My glasses are disgusting right now. Need a haircut? I can finally drive. Bye.